Hello students and welcome back to Saurav's classes. My name is Ashmita and in today's class we are going to discuss certain questions, rather solve certain questions which are based on sentence completion, and these are very common in English diagnostic tests like which are normally given in the GRE examinations. So let's start discussing and solving these questions. We are going to solve 5 questions today and we are going to keep on solving these kind of questions in each and every video. So do follow our videos. Let's start with the question that is given. The direction is given as each sentence below has 1 or 2 blanks. Alright, each blank indicating that something has been omitted. Beneath the sentence are 5-lettered words or sets of words. Choose the word or the set of words for each blank that best fits the meaning of the sentence as a whole. So basically, in simple words, we can say that you will be given certain fill in the gaps just like the way you have done in your school days, and you just need to fill up with the correct option. You will be given 5 options and you just need to fill up with the correct options. That's it. So first we are going to see the sentence that is a dash statement is an dash comparison. It does not compare things explicitly but suggests a likeliness between them. So first of all, explicitly means in a clear and detailed manner. Okay, I'm writing it down, clear manner. All right, but suggests a likeliness between them. So maybe they are talking about a statement and the comparison which says that it does not compare things clearly but it suggests a likeliness between them. We have to put each of these options which are shown over here and choose the correct option that makes complete sense in the statement. Alright, let's put these options one by one and check which option shall go correctly. The first option, sarcastic and unfair. A sarcastic statement. Okay, sarcastic means which is marked by bitterness and a power or will to cut or sting. Like basically you can say sarcastic means something which hurts you. Someone is telling you something which will hurt you. You can say kind of sting. Not in literal sense sting, but something which pokes you or something which hurts you. That is sting. Sting words. Okay. If I put a sarcastic statement, if I put is an dash comparison, is an unfair comparison. Unfair means, you all know, unfair means that it's not fair enough. So if I put this one, it's not coming to a good meaning. Okay, so I'm striking this out. This won't go with the statement above. Let us check option number B. Option number B is blatant and overt. Blatant means like kind of transparent or obvious or open or undisguised, you can say. In simple words, you can say something which doesn't have anything hidden in it. Like it is quite open enough for everyone to understand or everyone to see or everyone to hear. Everything is quite open, blatant meaning. Alright. And what is the meaning of overt? Now overt means once again the same thing, just like blatant. It means undisguised or unconcealed, something which is shown openly. Alright. I'm writing the most easiest one, that is open or openly. If I put this option, a blatant statement, that is an open or an undisguised statement, is an overt comparison, is an open comparison. No, we cannot say this. Like this, both the words are having the same meaning. So what's the point of putting two words of similar meaning in the sentence given? So I'm putting a cross over here. This will also not go. Let us check option number C, that is sanguine and inherent. What is the meaning of sanguine? Sanguine means either cheerful or bright or hopeful. Alright. So in simple words, you can say it's cheerful. Like quite happy. And inherent means something which is existing in you, which is there in you. You can, in simple words, you can say innate feelings or innate, even diseases are sometimes inherent. Like sugar. Sugar is a disease which is inherent in a family. Like if the father has or the grandmother has, then obviously the grandchild may have in his old days. So inherent is that type of thing which is existing, which will get transferred from generation to generation, the same thing. I just gave an example. This may or may not happen. I just gave example for inherent about that sugar part. Okay, inherent means something which is existing. So if I put inherent, a sanguine statement is an dash comparison, is an existing comparison. No, this won't go. Yes, first of all, cheerful cannot go with a statement. So this is once again wrong. So I'm striking it out. Let's check number D. Number D is given metaphorical and implied. Now metaphorical means kind of symbolic, or you can also say imaginative. I'm writing down the meaning over here. It's like kind of symbolic. Alright. And implied means something which is implicit or suggested, but it is not directly expressed. Alright. So there is some kind of things which are hidden. Like it's not properly open. So I'm writing hidden in simple sense. So metaphorical, if I put a metaphorical statement is an implied comparison. Obviously metaphorical means kind of symbolic. So if I say symbolic, obviously it is referring to certain things which are not disclosed. We all know the meaning of metaphor. Metaphor doesn't seem to express everything about a particular thing. They only talk about certain things or certain characteristics of that particular thing in symbolic sense. They do not talk about the entire or all the aspects of that particular thing. They keep certain things hidden. So this would go appropriately with the sentence. This is number D. I'm ticking it. That is, it will appropriately go with the statement or the sentence above, that is metaphorical and applied. But let us see number E also, because we need to understand why this is the most appropriate option which is going. So number E is bellicose and ardent. Now what is the meaning of bellicose? Bellicose means aggressive or belligerent, you can say. So in simple words, you all know the meaning of aggressive. Aggressive means quite angry or irritated and all, okay. So aggressive I have written, bellicose is aggressive, and ardent means passionate about something. So if I put these two words in the sentence which is provided above, will it come to a proper meaning? I don't think so. If I put a bellicose statement, we cannot put it. A bellicose statement, aggressive statement. See, a bellicose statement, aggressive statement, a statement can never be aggressive. That's quite common sense. So this would be wrong. So the most appropriate option for this question would be option number D. Alright, let's move over to the next question, that is question number 2. Now, question number 2 says, modern architecture has discarded the dash trimming on buildings and has concentrated on an almost Greek simplicity of line. So they are talking about modern architecture's characteristics, like how modern architecture are happening like what are inclusive and what are excluded from it. They are telling that modern architecture has already discarded the trimming on buildings portion like they used to do previously. Trimming means you are like what should I say? Trimming means like girls do trimming on their hair, right? The portions which get damaged, they just cut it off. And similarly, this happens to buildings also. But trimming on buildings means kind of like you can say small pieces which are not good enough to the building are trimmed off, just to give a proper shape or a proper style to the building, or something fanciful is done to the building. So those things are discarded nowadays and has concentrated on an almost Greek simplicity of line. So nowadays modern architecture totally focuses on the Greek simplicity of line. So very simple architecture is being done nowadays. So you can say that modern architecture has discarded the entire system of trimming on buildings. Let us see which word would go in this blank above. Flamboyant. First of all, if I put flamboyant, flamboyant means kind of elaborate or fancy. I'm writing down fancy. Now, if I put flamboyant, modern architecture has discarded the flamboyant trimming on buildings. Yes, it can go, because flamboyant means fancy as well as elaborate. So kind of, I told you while explaining only that those were certain fancy stuff or certain old stuff which were just discarded from the buildings because, or trimmed off from the buildings in order to make the buildings look more appropriate. So these flamboyant trimmings are now not done. Okay. So we can put flamboyant over here, but let us check the other options also. We may not know, even other better options can be found over here. What is the meaning of austere? Now austere means kind of strict, or you can say severe, alright, or you can say like stern. So if I put austere over here, modern architecture has discarded the austere trimming on buildings. So if I put austere, it won't go. Strict trimmings, what this is not making any sense. You are telling about trimmings being strict, simply doesn't go. So I am striking this option out. What about option number C, inconspicuous? Inconspicuous means unnoticeable, all right. So they are talking about unnoticeable trimmings. So if trimmings are done, obviously it is done to make the buildings look much more appropriate. So if those are unnoticeable, those are inconspicuous, then how are those done? Why are those done? So we cannot take this option to be correct. What about option number D, aesthetic? Aesthetic means which is concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. So in simple words, we can say it's beauty. So this will also not go. Beauty trimmings or aesthetic trimmings won't go. So I'm striking this out also. Next is derivative. Modern architecture has discarded the derivative trimming. Derivative trimming, no. Derivative first of all means which is derived from the original. Alright. In simple word, it means derived from the original. So we cannot say that the trimmings are derived. So this will be wrong once again. So the best option would be option number A. Okay, let us move over to the next question, that is question number 3. Question number 3 says, if you are seeking dash that will resolve all our ailments, then you are undertaking an impossible task. So this thing is talking about a person who is seeking something that is given as dash that will resolve all the problems, and that is why that person is said to be undertaking an impossible task. Obviously, if you are trying to seek something that will solve all your problems, you will never find that particular thing, because problems will come and go, and therefore you cannot find a solution, one time solution to all your problems. So that is an impossible task. This is what the sentence is saying. Let us put these options and check which one goes the best. First is a precedent. If you are seeking a precedent that will resolve, okay, precedent means a model or an example or a pattern, you can say. So this won't go, because you cannot seek a model. Okay, you cannot seek a pattern or an example. You cannot seek or find precedent. So I'm crossing it out. What about panacea? Now panacea means a one-time solution to all your problems. Like it's a solution or a remedy, you can say. All right, I'm writing down remedy over here. It's kind of a remedy for all kinds of difficulties or all kinds of diseases. So we can say this can go till now. What about the other options? Let us just check abstraction. And abstraction means the quality of dealing with ideas rather than with events. So it deals with ideas. If you are seeking an abstraction that will resolve all our ailments, then you are undertaking an impossible task. So thinking about an idea doesn't require to be called a task, all right? So it's not an impossible task to talk about an idea, to find an idea. So they are obviously talking about something, or you can say a remedy or some solution, that undertaking which or finding which is an impossible task. So about remedy or solution we have already found out in second option. So this one is not going, number C. But let us check the other options also. A direction. If you are seeking a direction that will resolve all our ailments, no. Direction, you cannot put direction. Direction means either this side, that kind of direction they are talking about. So they are talking about that if you are trying to find a direction that will solve all your problems, then that finding that direction is an impossible task. So this is not correct. Best option would be panacea. Even till now we can see it's panacea. What about contrivance? Now contrivance means a scheme. So they are talking about a scheme that will solve all their problems, all right? And finding that scheme is an impossible task. It's better to talk about remedies and solutions rather than schemes. So it's better you choose number B. B would be the correct option. Let us move over to question number 4. Question number 4 says, I have no motive in offering this advice. I seek no personal advantage or honor. So a person is saying that he doesn't have any motive, any dash motive, any kind of motive in offering this advice. So he is basically advising about something, and he is saying that he doesn't have any kind of inner feeling of offering this service in return of any advantage or in return of something. He is just giving his personal opinion, that's it. I seek no personal advantage or honor. So he is focusing on no personal gain or no personal honor. He is just giving out his opinion. That's it. Let us put each of these options and see the best option which suits here. Nominal. Now nominal means kind of like formal or official, you can say. So if I put nominal over here, I have no nominal motive in offering this service. No. Like formal motive. No. He doesn't have any kind of formal motive. This won't go. It's not like it's going, but if we find better answers than this, then definitely we won't be considering this one. All right. Then is altruistic. Altruistic. Okay. Altruistic means unselfish or selfless. So kind of like not thinking about yourself too much and rather helping others. Selfless. So this one, if I put, I have no altruistic motive in offering this advice. Selfless, no, this won't go. What about incongruous? Incongruous means like out of place or out of keeping. Like you are out of your like place and you are just like confused. So I have no incongruous motive. So this, from the meaning itself, you can understand that this won't go. What about disinterested? You are not interested, right? I have no disinterested motive. See, this is also not going. What about the last option, ulterior, the only one which is left? If we see that this is better than the first one, then obviously we will choose this. Ulterior. Ulterior means underlying or secondary. So if I put this one over here, I have no underlying motive in offering this advice. So this person is saying that I have no underlying motive. Like beneath the like the words that I am saying, beneath that I do not have anything else in my heart. I am speaking my heart out. There is no secondary motive in offering this advice to you. Whatever I am saying, that's clear cut. All right. So this would go better here. So I would rather choose option E to be the correct answer. Let us move over to question number 5. This park has been preserved in all its wildness so that visitors in future years may see how people lived during the 18th century. So they are talking about a park who has preserved all its wildness they have told, so that visitors can like come and visit this park in the future years and also see the raw lifestyle of the people of the 18th century. So let us see which option suits the best. If I say hedonistic means self-indulgent, alright. Self-indulgent, or you can say like quite always thinking about his own self. So hedonistic won't go. This park has been preserved in all its hedonistic wildness. No, it won't go. I'm striking this out. Option A, wrong. Option B, prospective. Now prospective means kind of from your possibility or your potential. Okay, possible, you can say. Okay, this will also not go. If I put this park has been preserved in all its prospective wildness. No. We can consider, but let us check the other options also. If we find better options, then obviously we are going to not consider option B. Let us see esoteric. Now esoteric means kind of difficult or hard. All right, I'm writing down difficult or you can say hard. So if I put esoteric, like this park has been preserved in all its esoteric wildness. In all its hard and difficult wildness, no, this is just not going. I'm striking number C out. What about number D? Untrammeled. Now untrammeled means which is not confined, alright, which is open and it is not confined, or it is not limited, it is limitless. So if I put this park has been preserved in all its untrammeled wildness, no, this won't go. What about pristine? If I put, what is the meaning of pristine first of all? Pristine means perfect. So obviously perfect wildness, if I put, this park has been preserved in all its pristine wildness, like perfect wildness. So you can say everything is perfect even for even in the future years, so that people can go there and see the raw lifestyle of the people of the 18th century. So you can say that option number E would be the correct option over here. So that was the entire discussion for today's class. We are going to meet once again in our other classes.